Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Dire Wolves Den.
Ow.
We are playing the most spectacular campaign,
The what?
most spectacular
Oh.
campaign, the Eternal Hands of Fate. Would the party like to introduce themselves for this here? What was it, episode 4? Is that what we're on now?
Episode 4.
Really? Oh, Lord. All right. Episode 4.
Sorry, what's
If
wrong?
you're watching on Twitch, we've just come back. If you're watching on YouTube, hopefully you've watched the previous episodes of this campaign and really have no idea what's happening. So, if the party would like to introduce themselves, starting with the illustrious paladin who's run into some bad luck, Roman.
So my character is Vincent Thornton. He is a half-elf paladin who really has fairly rotten luck. He got kicked out of the village just because of his beliefs, and he
That was less because of your beliefs.
Yeah.
More because you were.
because of my beliefs, which was compounded onto the fact that I tried to stop a thief in a questionable way.
What if his beliefs are you can assault people?
Yeah. So,
Some sort of cat.
I am playing the legendary Meldor the Bard, as you, of course, already know. Full orc bard. Please don't kill me, Swagger. Jesus Christ. You hit him.
Those are the gloves that you use to.
Just in case somebody wants to get touchy, you hit them with them.
Oh, I thought those were to fulfill your little. Wait, no, never
I
mind.
thought maybe it was like dealing with some part of the mechanical.
Oh, with the lights. Yeah, they have mercury on them.
You're doing what with the lights?
They have
Mercury's
mercury
at-
on them. The mercury from the lights is on the gloves.
Cool. Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
illustrious bard.
And I am Nipson the Yanti Warlock, who gets stuck in some.
Who gets a girl?
Who gets a girl unintentionally.
He unintentionally got a girl.
And if any of you want to see Swagger in front of the camera, you can go back through our archives, back to when we were playing the Raven's Watch, which had to be shut down because people stopped showing up. And you can watch Swagger play a game or two with, well, at least Alex and me, but the rest of us are. The rest of these two men had not yet been born into this world.
It's true.
No one wants to see Swagger.
Still a D&D
Swagger, I want to see you. That's why you're blocked off in that little
What a
area over there where no one
confession
can
of
look at you.
Hopefully, you'll one day have as good a romance
Romance with
as
Sparks.
the Snake Man and
Hey,
Half Wood Elf.
I'm slick, like a snake.
Why you got snake oil?
So, let's,
She harvests
before we
in that
make any
snake oil.
innuendo. Stop!
I do not support that.
Okay. Anyway.
So, we left off, and we were
Get
just
your
in town.
furry stuff out of here, Alex.
Okay.
His stuff.
You were at the port to town. It seemed like
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
had been kidnapped by bugbears and boats.
Yes,
Boat bears, if you will.
boat bears.
How do you track a bugbear across water?
We are not that skilled rangers.
track a falcon on a potty.
So, we know that they're traveling by water, and we know that they're two stronger men. So,
They kidnapped 2 little boys.
so
No.
Our-
So, Ben, so
Can we
what?
adjust the cameras?
Huh? No.
No.
I'm just doing this so I have a little bit more.
Elbow room,
Yeah.
yeah,
unlike Alex.
Yeah.
They want to see more of Swagger.
No, I know it's a
No.
no. Alex.
What?
Now I'm not like before. I was centered. Like
Oh
if
God!
you were taking
Please don't
account-
remove my elbows. He's got a hammer. He's gonna kill me.
He's got an elbow remover.
And then to Corey.
Oh boy. No.
no, please.
I'm gonna need you
Leave
to
them
roll a
elbows.
d6 for damage.
Fight my
I'm pretty sure
elbows.
that do more than a D6.
I don't know. Swagger, I'd
It is just a little.
probably do a D6.
He probably has like 10 base hit
If a
points.
short sword does a D6, I think that's going to do about the same.
Okay, so we got bugbears that travel by water. We can't track them over water, so we know that they are. We know that we cannot track them as of normal means.
Well, let's just go down the river till we find a set of boats.
Well, the river goes in two different ways.
Then we split the party.
Do you go down the way the river flows, or do you go against the flow? Do you row against the flow?
Which way did we come from to the town?
The way that the river flows. You came from the east going.
So,
or you
should we
came
go
from the
again?
west going east. The river flows to the east into the Salton Sea.
We'll go to the west.
Which actually wouldn't be the Salton Sea. the Salton Sea.
I'm just
Well,
thinking
no,
it'd be
Salton
easier
Sea.
for them to get away if they went down the river. They would, because it would take more effort going upstream, so they could get there and then they could drift off easier. But I could be completely wrong. And they just fought it anyway. So, I'm just going to do an intelligence check, natural one. So, I don't know anything.
You're pretty definite that they came from like the ocean and then they returned like
Inland.
probably to that town you're in, Totek. Just fought the stream the whole way. They're probably from Totek. Probably those dwarves from Totek.
I should probably go back.
what'd
to
you
Probably
roll?
that
Oh, you rolled a
Goliath.
natural
That's who
one.
It was. Goliaths are always covered in hair.
Yeah.
Definitely the Goliath.
Definitely Goliath.
So, that Goliath that pushed me out of the way at the beginning.
Yep.
He
I'm
really
coming
ate
for him.
people.
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh.
Come on, guys, let's go. We're on a little hunt.
You have to
I
regain
was
your
expecting him
honor.
to just think like, yeah, this is a cool river.
Okay, let's go down the river. Downriver.
All right.
You have to
Yeah.
convince me.
Roll
Gotta
persuasion.
change your
on
mind.
Ben.
I have to roll.
I'm pretty sure your character would just do it if they were both insisting on it.
Okay.
Like,
I'll
you're
just-
stupid, but you're not stubborn.
I'll just pick him up and carry him with us.
All right. You're just gonna walk.
No, we're gonna swim. Him in full chain.
We're
mail.
going to float down the river and we're going to tie a brick to his ankles and tell him to
Oh,
float.
that's right. So you dealt with a cult, right? That should be 50 gold for the party.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, we dealt with that cult thing.
Each or just.
No,
Just total.
just total.
I'll let either Alex.
You get 15. You get 15. And I get 20.
Okay.
'Cause you were the favor. I'm surprised I got 15 if I'm honest.
Do you know what I had to do for that mission?
Nothing that either of us had to.
She harvested my snake oil.
Stop, boy.
I'm not complaining. What?
Just stop.
This is one of those points where, yeah. So, should we try to buy a little raft of some sort? Can we possibly do that, or would it cost me
Yes,
much?
you can rent a boat. Give me the player's handbook, and I'll tell you the price.
I bet on
Yorp.
7 gold pieces.
I'm gonna say 50 to 100.
To rent a boat.
Oh, just to buy one.
To buy a rowboat, it's going to be 50 gold.
And how much is
Buy.
renting one?
You can rent one for 10 gold.
That's close.
Um,
Well, since you got-
Alternatively, buy an elephant for 200 gold
Ooh.
and hope that it's taller than the water line.
Or we can just walk.
Or you can just walk.
What would the difference in time be?
we traveling by water
Wait,
would probably be
we didn't even
because if they're
solve what happened the other day
at,
with the.
Rowboat,
they traveled by boat and it was in a river, so therefore, if we were to be able to search well enough, if we were to travel by boat, we would see other places where boats had been, so we'd be able to track them. Because boats are rather easy to spot.
Well, there's only 2 directions they could have gone
Yes,
because water.
Yeah.
times 24.
and I'm gonna say it's
96.
96.
You could go 100 miles a day in a rowboat.
but that's very tiring.
walking-
We are booking it.
Walking, you could go 30 miles a day. That's the difference, Roman.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's faster.
But
Considerably.
that's if you're rowing 24 hours, or if you're walking I think this means 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm like, we aren't going to travel.
So if you were to go 8 hours in a rowboat, that's 8 times 4.5.
So a 36.
Sure.
Yes. So, should we rent a boat? I think renting a boat's a good idea.
It's a, yeah.
Okay, then we rent them.
Yeah.
I could,
Alternatively, you could pay for passage with a larger boat that's going downstream anyways.
how much would that cost?
That's going to cost you 15 gold, but you won't be able to determine the exact location of where it lets you off.
I think it'd be easier and better if we were to rent the boat.
Okay.
So I'm going. What happens if we don't pay? If the boat gets destroyed, do we have to pay all the
All
rest of
50.
it? Okay.
Well, yeah, you have to pay. Yeah, 50.
Okay, cool. Well, because I took the most for that last mission, I'm going to pay out of pocket for that rowboat renting.
I chip in 5 gold.
Or you pay for half of it.
Okay. So the party rents a small rowboat entitled the Tadpole. Entitled the Tadpole.
The
That's the name of the boat.
Yes. What?
If you were to go your base speed for 24 hours, you could go 81 miles, almost 82 miles in a
That'd
day.
be like a forced march, though. That's like
that's
your
that's
character-
24 hours straight going your
That's-
base speed.
That's a wizard on a horse behind you casting Cause Fear as you
82 miles.
And you're also like you're also like a level what barbarian. You don't.
That's right. See what it is from monks.
What's their base speed?
Oh, it goes up there.
They go up to like 80.
So,
I'll look.
Okay, then it'd be like 194 miles.
194 miles. That's wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I don't need this, but I'll put it here.
I
We
think-
rent the boat and we head down the stream. And passive perception is where we are going to be looking. Passive perception for boats.
Okay.
High stat of mine.
So you are riding
Special.
the river down
Golden day, maybe that.
about 35 miles.
That's like a day.
Are we just like relaxing in the boat as it,
No, this
like-
is.
You're
this
taking
is-
turns rowing.
Have you ever
I'd say
gone
maybe,
rowing?
like-
Yeah.
That is tiring.
Yeah, I know.
You can just let the river take you, and that's 3 miles an hour.
3 miles an hour?
We're in a rush.
I have a high strength, so like, I'm thinking maybe like 30 minutes,
Well,
30 minutes.
You guys
hour.
are in a rush. I'm just gonna sit there. I'm keeping a lookout.
That doesn't work.
I'm a little pansy.
Because when you're not going, then they would have to, unless you're back on in 30 minutes.
Us two are equally strong as you by yourself.
No.
Well, what's your strength?
16.
14.
7.
No. Oh.
No.
maybe.
I'm twice as strong as you are.
I think the thing would be just to not let Ben row, because whatever happens, the
Yeah,
boat is
he'll-
gonna
he'll
end up
look.
tilting.
The boat
He has
is
the
gonna
highest
row
wisdom.
His arms.
He has the highest wisdom, so he's going to be searching.
Okay.
And then-
so I want both of you to make Constitution athletics checks, and I want Ben to make a perception check. And I want everyone to make 3 of these rolls.
heck is
One for
const-
every 10 miles.
Constitution's athletics.
So 21,
I need you.
17.
10, and 13. 21, 10, and 13 for
17
Constitution
athletics.
athletics checks.
17 athletics, non-natural 20 in Constitution. And what's the third one?
They were all Constitution.
Oh,
All Constitution.
well,
athletics.
17 non-natural, 20, and 21.
Okay. And Alex?
I wasted all my luck for the rest.
You talking about me?
No, I got a 21 and a 21, a 10, and a 13,
Okay.
I think.
The rowing goes successfully. Ben?
I got a 17, a 15, and an 18.
Okay. You notice there are other like smaller little like households and farms all along here, and you notice the same marks in the sand. What was it? A 21, a 7, and a 13?
17, 15, and 18.
Oh, was I thinking Alex's rolls? 17, 15, and 18. Okay.
You have pretty good roll.
So towards As it opens up into the river, you see these little rowboat signs in the sands begin to disappear. Not as it opens up into the river, as it opens up into the ocean. And as you kind of come into the ocean, they're just gone. There's no trace.
Maybe we went the wrong way.
Very possibly.
There
Or
weren't any tributaries.
the rowboats could have moved over, but I don't think we.
No, there wasn't any tributaries.
We could have gone the other way, the direction the river doesn't flow.
There was a split right before Bridge Call, about 5 miles before Bridge Call. The river splits.
So would we have to go back another?
30
miles?
upstream.
You could just head north about 10 miles to where that split ends. And then
I think that'd be a
travel.
better idea.
Then loop around, yeah.
Yeah.
But you'd be traveling against the water, so you have to find a place to camp eventually.
Yeah, we'd also be having to travel against the water if we went.
I've gotten a lot better at that lately.
At camping.
Okay, so you're gonna settle down and camp.
Yes,
All right.
Nobles shouldn't
Are
have to
any of you
camp.
keeping watch?
I will.
I'm
You're just gonna keep watch all
sleep.
night. I mean,
He can switch out.
the general idea is that each of you has a turn at watch.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have given you my telescope.
If I go on watch, a bear's gonna steal our.
Well, when we're out in the ocean, I can sleep while we're in the boat because we aren't having to keep watch when we're on the ocean.
All right.
That's 10
Well,
miles. That's
you're,
a few
you're
hours.
watching while you're at the ocean for all the signs and stuff.
Yeah, but when we're on the shore, when we're not in
Oh.
the river, that's like,
There are still villages along the shore.
yeah, but there weren't any signs.
Well, you've only just come out of the ocean. You haven't started to head up that 10-mile stretch yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I can sleep then. Is that wrong?
I suppose. But it's...
Risky.
you have to sleep for at least 8 hours.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to be fatigued.
All right. So, you are going to pull your boat into the shore. Or onto land, I should say. And you two are going to sleep. So who's taking which watch?
Which watch is taking which watch?
I'll take
Which
the
watch is
second one.
watching?
I'll take the second one.
Okay.
I'll take first.
I'll take last.
I want each of you to roll a d20.
Add any modifier?
Oh.
There is no modifier.
Okay.
What'd you get? 2, Alex?
4.
6.
That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Oh, all right. Your dice are weird, man.
I got
Yeah.
You all rolled so well. All right, Alex, which watch were you taking first?
Yeah.
Okay, about 2 hours into them falling asleep, you start to fade away for a few minutes, and you wake up. What you're sure is only a few seconds later.
Yeah.
You can tell by the position of the moon, and in front of you, sailing into the river, there is a huge, like man of war ship. You can see people scrambling all over the deck, faces masked by those with little symbols that have the R's on them, as they jump around hoisting sails and lowering and pushing out oars.
I'm gonna kick everybody awake.
They're like a solid 200 feet away from you, and they're moving pretty fast.
What direction
I'm
are
gonna
they?
kick everybody awake to show you. There's a boat.
All right.
Cool, the boat.
It's heading towards Bridge Call.
Uh-oh.
Why
So,
did I roll so many
It's trying to head up the river.
Yep.
A giant ship is trying to head up that river.
Yeah, it's like I would say I would try and make out like the emblem on the ship, but it's too far away.
You can see the emblem on the flags. It's the same one that's burned into the back of your hand.
Oh no.
Let's
By
get going.
By the way, I'm gonna do religion or arcana, whichever one is more useful. Like to the thing
The
that's
symbol?
symbol.
Okay, sure, go for it.
That is a 22.
It has no religious significance and no arcane
it's
arcane
just a symbol of
significance.
somebody.
It's
You could
just a symbol?
attempt. You could spend another 5 silver pieces to convene with Mishimbor.
No, don't do it.
It's worth it.
I'm gonna take a telescope. Take up my
gonna
telescope
send him
and
to
try
the
and
nether.
glance at
What?
who
You're gonna send him to the nether.
is
I want to go
on
insane.
try to get a good look at the people who
Yeah, if they're
Alex-
bugbears or if they're more like humies.
A lot of the ones that you see are humans dressed in tattered rags that are chained to the deck.
So they are slaves.
Oh, that's where our guys are.
Alex, I fear if Ben be
the
in a
other
position
ones-
where your cheek's gonna try
the
to
other
eat your
ones-
eyeball.
I want you to try to make a perception check because they are trying to mask what they are.
Me?
Yes, you. You have a telescope.
Perception check. That is 16.
16? Okay. 16. You. Which is there? Okay. Yeah. You see the crimson dark skin of hobgoblins as well as the hair of bugbears. Looking through the portholes below deck, you can see small goblins cranking heavy crossbows.
Oh boy.
That's a big boy.
And this is still like, what would be like 8 p.m., 10 p.m.?
And it's going upstream.
And it's going upstream, but it's going fast.
It's still gonna take them a lot.
The wind is in their favor and they're rowing.
Yeah, but you don't get any wind when there's trees about and all that stuff.
Should we try to...
But
Cool.
still,
But there isn't trees, they still have like about a mile
Yeah,
before
but
they
the
get
land-
into really heavy forest.
the land almost completely negates any beneficial wind that you would catch.
They're trained sailors. They will get in and they'll be faster than your rowboat. Is
Then let's
the
just
takeaway.
run up.
So pretty much we have to move now or never.
You could.
Y'all got fire
They're
spells?
Or-
by the time you've like had all this talking, they're like 300 feet away.
Yeah. So we can try and block them on their way out, move on them now. Or we can try and... I doubt we'd be able to, but we can at least attempt to follow them into Bridgecombe and just give them a warning of some sort. I don't know. So, what do you say?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I would love to run after that boat and sink it,
Yeah?
kill everybody on it.
Oh, do you want to look at what the ship is called?
Oh, yeah.
It is the HMS Deadly Horizon.
His Majesty's ship.
His Majesty's ship, Deadly Horizon.
It's a cool name. I want to have a ship with that name. I want to have that
Deadly
ship with that name.
So, if we were to go up next to it, we could. I could try and cast.
And you're all watching this larger ship?
Yeah.
Okay. Are any of you watching the ocean? Or your eyes are all on the large ship?
It's a large ship.
Okay,
I
so
think
you're
we're all
all
gonna
watching
look-
the large ship.
Yeah.
After a few minutes, I'm assuming one of you will at least glance
Yeah.
at the sun setting. Okay. You've seen two smaller ships, like not immensely smaller, like still big enough to have a lower deck, but smaller than, like a man of war, that have sprung up and that are heading towards the other little split of the river.
Like, how are they rigged?
They have sails, but they have, like Viking-sized ships.
But, like, what's the rigging on them? Like, do
Like,
they have
what is
big
the
old
sail?
square sails?
No,
or...
they have sideways sails. The man of war has square
So
sails.
they're like sloops or something?
Okay. I think it'd be a better idea to take down the sloops first.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you can
like
get
we're
there.
gonna go, the three of us are gonna go take down a sloop.
No balls.
The thing that they're going
Bet.
into is like the part of the river that they're going into is 3 miles away, or 10 miles away from where you are. The
So,
man of war has slipped into the river by this point and is starting to head down. It's 600 feet away.
what do you say we track down?
Run over, try and chop down a tree in front of the man of war.
Block them?
No, if it's a river wide enough to accommodate a warship and it's
No.
deep enough to accommodate a warship,
This is like the Mississippi. This is
so
Enough to kill a man.
yes. If you were to get caught in this river, you'd be dead. If you were to cut down a tree, the tree would probably not span the entire width.
yeah.
Yeah.
In Destus, what it seems like is that really there's one river that runs throughout the entire continent, and just all water runs away from Mount Celestia. It's said that the Primordial Co. is running from Fate.
Okay, so Fate is at Mount Celestia?
Yes,
Okay.
Fate lives under Mount Celestia.
Okay.
Perhaps that's a pilgrimage you can take later in the game.
Rivers that actually runs north.
But it's a very deadly pilgrimage. You have to go all the way up Mount Celestia, which, like, think Everest, and then you have to go double its length down into the ground.
So,
Deadly is interesting, but I think I'm gonna try to be safe later on.
I mean like level 20 missions. This is like
Oh,
one of those
okay.
things.
Okay.
Like, way late.
how do you feel if
this
I were
isn't
to
like next
contact,
level? Maybe you'll go do this. No.
yeah.
That's gonna take a while.
A few hours.
You'd have to
yeah.
go to town and buy stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go to town.
So you have two options when it comes to coming to a town. You can either row 15 miles out to Afsh, which is an island 15 miles away,
No.
or you can travel the 30 miles back to Bridge Call.
The 30 miles back.
Yeah.
And we ain't using no rowboat here.
I'd like to
walking?
think so.
It would be much better to somehow try and walk upriver, because the ship's not going to be going. How many is it doing? Like what?
8
knots?
8 miles an hour.
That's like 2.5
8
knots.
knots. No,
I'd like to think.
Isn't it
think
not like
somehow-
3 miles?
no, a knot is about a mile.
Okay.
A nautical mile is about a mile.
Okay.
What were you saying, Roman?
I'd like to think some secluded island in the middle of who knows, 15 miles off the. Well, it's not too far, but like would be not very accepting of a snake man and
It's different.
And half
It's
work.
different here. I think they're
Um,
peaceful. I think they know I'm peaceful. At least enough.
If you
not to
really
hurt them.
wanted to, you could go. If you're willing to risk whatever this boat is doing, you could attempt to use these rivers to get into Sageholm and warn the capital.
Because they have a man of war, so that means that they're going to. They are currently at a point where they are expending heavily resources, and there is something bigger at play here. Because if they're stealing strong men, it's probably for slavery, and from that, it's probably
Whatever happens, it's much faster to jog or walk than to try and row up the Mississippi.
good. Yeah.
Whatever happens, it's just faster that way.
And this is one of the main lines. There are tributaries that are smaller, like the ones that the little sloops were
So,
going towards.
should we go to Sageholm? Try to warn the capital.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, it's beyond our power. They have the ship.
yeah.
So, that go with you?
Okay.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, first things first, party is now level 2. Within the Eternal Hands of Fate campaign, this does not mean that you receive your class abilities immediately. You get your hit points, and if you're going to go and get your class ability, you have to go and do a quest centered around your class.
Mother.
You have, you can take the hit points out of the book, Roman.
Okay.
So that's 6 plus your Constitution modifier. So you can go down to Fault
I got 2.
and talk to the missionaries there.
D8.
Mishambor wishes that you travel to Bridge Call and attempt to save Vishara.
Okay.
Let's do it.
My bay.
Mishambor also says, and I'm assuming that you go and commune to him.
Yes.
As soon as you get into Sage
A town, yeah.
Mishambor also says something about a bardic script located in a dungeon northwest of Toktek that perhaps could be useful to your companion.
I think I'll. It's in northwest. Northwest.
Northwest of Toktek. So, you travel upriver and it takes you several days to reach the walled city of Sageholm. upon seeing its spectacle, upon seeing the ports that reach out onto either side of the river that runs through the city, you are almost dazed. You see many, many ships much larger than the one that you saw, put simply up as buildings, turned over and used as inns outside of town. A huge stone wall, nothing like you would have seen in Luston in our previous campaign, but for your characters now, something that reaches 50 feet into the sky is rather large.
That's very substantial.
You
Wherever
see
you are.
the massive arcane towers of the wizards of Sagehome reach much, much higher into the sky, strange pieces floating around their tops. Further, more towers coming and arcing out of these, magically held by structures that you cannot see. You see the small smoke rise up out of bakeries and factories within Sagehome. As you approach, a guard waves over your rowboat. Says, I can take that into town for you, or at least up to the ports if you'll let me. But first, I'd like to know your business here.
Okay, go.
I can say it then.
You're more human than I am.
I'm okay. Well,
Shouldn't he talk too? He's got lots of charisma.
Yeah. Do you think I should be honest with him, or should I deceive him?
I was just gonna say
Be honest.
we don't need to bicker about this. So
we have dire
anyway,
news.
we have news of a man of war and multiple sloops heading toward Bridgecombe, and with the current status there of their male population, the working force have been
Imprisoned on these ships.
They've been enslaved as far as we know. We believe that there might need to be some help from the capital sent down here.
So I'd like to point out, you've been traveling for almost 9 days
Yes.
from where you started. He kind of looks at you and goes, aye, we heard news of Bridgecombe, of Bridgecall 5 days ago. The town's been razed. There are few survivors.
Where can we get some horses?
There's a stable outside of town.
We need to ride.
The king here is handing out gold to any who will go and help those still trapped, still endangered in Bridgecall. But many have been picked off the roads. I can bring you there. I'll bring your boat around. Presumably it was a rental going by the name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna throw him a little rope.
A few guards will take it and bring it back. And he kind of walks out in the river. And remember, you're just in a tributary here.
Can
so-
I toss him a silver piece as kind of a...
Yeah, he
bit of
catches
thanks?
it and bites it and nods to you. And he's going to row your boat up to the ports and tie it off. And then he leads you out to the stables in front of town. He goes up to the stable master, who is actually an orcish man.
Hail.
Big, burly beard and hair that's clearly oiled, not like greasy,
But yeah,
but like he's
styled.
styled backwards. And he kind of looks at the lot of you to come in, and he looks at you and goes, aye, you're civil.
What? Am I civil?
Aye,
Yes.
excellent. Good to see more of us that actually have a bloody well mind. Escaping the bloody tribes. Come on, then.
Okay, I'm gonna distance myself from him for a while. I'm distrustful of treasonous, deserting little. No, I can't use that.
Rats.
Little rats. Yes.
He says, presumably y'all are here for the horses to get to Bridgecall.
Yeah.
Aye, sir.
You're bringing them back, you understand me? Any injuries you lot are paying for.
Okay.
King's word. All right?
Very good.
Now, and he leads you into the stable, and you can see he's got maybe 30 horses. He's been doing this for a minute. And he saddles each of you up on these very thick-haired, they're almost like pack mules, really. They're very thick, shaggy horses, but they can carry a lot. They can support your weight, and they know how to survive in the winter. It's coming into March now, really.
Okay.
Would be at the equivalent of about March 15th, March 12th.
It's around like the Ides.
A little bit wet.
About when we'll get done with this campaign.
Around the Ides,
The march is on the 15th,
yeah.
but that's
So-
unrelated.
You're going to travel south.
And we don't need to sign any papers or anything for this.
The guard knows your faces.
Oh well.
If you die, we'll be taking money from your families.
Okay, that's fine. Fine by me.
Your family has enough money.
Yeah,
I don't have a family.
Primarily
I'm
from
okay
yours,
with
rich boy.
Rip my family.
So, the horses.
We're gonna ride up.
You went in town first, right? To buy.
Yeah, to buy.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy 2 sets of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The shopkeepers kind of give you uneasy looks as you go through, and they're each going to make an insight check on you. That's an 18. So before they give you one, the shopkeeper says, "What do you need all this for?
I rolled a 16. So
For deception?
for
So
deception.
he needs to make another insight roll against that, and he's got a 15.
I was gonna say just basic alchemy. Just
Dwarfish cuisine, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's new?
Sashimi. Having fun there.
All right. Well, enjoy.
Thank you. I have 2 of them. So now I can contact him twice if I'm lucky.
So now you're going to travel out of town.
Ride these
You're going to
horses.
travel the 20, or no, that's like 30 miles south
I need to
east to Bridge Call.
I
Oh,
need
yeah,
to
we can-
save
we can cover
my
that.
lady friend. That is just a friend, nothing more.
Keep lying to yourself.
I saw how you ogled her.
I did not ogle anybody.
Yeah, you did.
Roman, you were the one chasing her more.
Ben was forced into it.
You were sitting there like, why can't it be me?
Well, like, I kind of looked at Rashar like, what's his name? Kind of looked at him like the Godfather, and was like, I don't want to upset the family. Like, if I don't listen to him, then what's gonna happen?
Okay. So, you have
He said very clearly what would happen.
3
Yeah.
questions
You would be strung
to
up.
ask of Mishimbor.
Huh?
Oh, you're doing it now?
Wasn't
I
sure,
figured we'd get
but I
it done
can.
with now. I assume you're doing it as soon as you can get out of town.
Yeah.
Okay, so then do that.
On the back of your horse as
The
you
same
ride.
situation happens. This time you feel even more grounded in the reality with the spinning limbs and the major eye. You're still detached from it. It's still not quite what's real, but you can feel his presence more and more so in your mind each time you indulge in this act.
Indulge.
So it's kind of leeching more onto me. I'm becoming more of a pawn.
You're becoming more connected with him.
Okay, so that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Indulge.
Kind
It
of.
depends on how you look at it.
Okay.
Do you view it as a cult or do you view it as
It's a cult.
What isn't?
So, first, he tells you how to advance in his eyes. He tells you he will give you power if you save
Whatever her name
the
is.
mayor girl,
Bashira.
Bashira.
Bishara.
Bishara.
Normally calling women mayors isn't exactly.
It's her last name.
Still,
It's okay.
it's not exactly complimenting.
It's her last name. You'd call me a hood boy.
No, I wouldn't.
Complimentary. Well, Mishimbor would. Then
These
Yes.
he tells you that your bard will be finding your bard.
My
He will be discovering great. Excuse me.
huge.
He will be discovering great knowledge beneath the graves and tombs of his former kind, far below the lands of Totek and Gaft, on the bridge that binds them and below. Your friend, a friend of fate, but no friend of mine.
That one.
He will put his efforts into Fault. Hinder them.
Hinder who?
That guy.
His efforts, his wants. the wants of his god.
I really want my friend to live.
Sorry.
No, hinder that guy, not me.
I know. I know.
I really want my hermit friend to live.
Now,
Don't lie to yourself.
great disciple,
He called you great.
unknower of the known, what queries bring you to me today?
I was gonna. I know I'm not wording this correctly, but I was gonna ask about the HMS Deadly Horizon and the raising of
And where your girl might
Bridgecombe,
be.
and how many survivors are there?
There are 5 who live in Bridgecombe. 5 who live with minds intact. They are the Rangers. And only them.
Where is your girl?
She's a ranger. She's connected to him.
She's connected to him.
I'm pretty sure.
For Sharamare is dead.
Oh, I can't save her.
And you go there to save her.
Too bad.
Good luck with that.
I'll do it.
You will save her life, not her mind.
Okay.
What is your next question? And you don't have to ask 3.
Yeah, I don't have to, but it's a suggestion.
Cast suggestion on him.
I don't want to ask a question about absolute and just like actual like wide knowledge stuff. Was the Forest Cult just a diversion from the?
They were watchers.
That's what them they're screwing.
Those who saw and reported to the king. The true king of Boreas.
What were those things that were watching me from the forest?
Shadows. Shadows made from the things that the dwarves mine. Shadows made from pain and torture deep below Boreas. Below the sand and the gravel and the stone.
I am sorry for your voice, Corey.
What query have you next?
Wasn't that?
I believe I already asked 3.
Yeah, that's 3.
I thought that was what happened. Is there anyone living?
Then I asked about the cult. Then I asked about the shadows.
Oh, you're right. That is 3.
Yeah.
So roll 3d100.
Woo! Let's see
Why
what
do you
happens
even do
today.
this?
12.
12. You're incapacitated for the day.
Okay, let's see what else happens. 11.
You're incapacitated for the next 2 days.
11.
Next week.
Have fun rowing back. I won't be able to pass on my knowledge.
We're gonna have to find what's your face.
Can I do my my missionary work side quest?
You want to do that first?
I mean, if Ben's going to be incapacitated for an
Well,
entire...
it's going to take you.
Oh yeah, because we sailed in the opposite direction.
Okay, I'm just gonna go. I'm going to the town.
You're going to Bridgecombe. It's taking you at least a day to get there. So that
30
his
miles on a
thing-
horse?
Oh, that's right. You have horses.
Yeah, if we're booking it on
Oh,
horses,
It's
right?
still taking you a while to get there.
Yeah,
Are you booking it?
we're booking
Okay.
it. We're running these horses.
Hustling.
Then,
We're running
as you're
these
booking it,
horses.
you get within about a mile of Bridgeport before you start getting shot at.
Shot at?
Roll initiative.
Am I incapacitated?
What are we getting shot at by?
You'll see. Roll initiative. You're still incapacitated.
That's what I thought.
8.
15.
15. Okay. So.
Wait, so how many
Oh, I should probably go down to 4.
how many days did it take him to get to Bridgecombe?
Just the one.
Okay.
Just a few hours.
Yeah, Ben. Sorry.
I'm fine.
Or like 4 hours.
It's okay. They'll still shoot
4 or
at
5
you.
hours.
Don't worry.
And whenever you move him, his hands immediately lurch to his throat, and his eyes open, reveal a deathly purple glow.
You did it again, Ben.
I'm in a
And I hope you
coma.
realize that's the equivalent of rolling a 3, a 2, and a 2.
You guys, you have a comatose Ben.
By the
now.
way, if you roll below 10, you become this avatar for a week.
is that bad?
He takes over your body and does what he pleases.
That sounds like fun.
Well,
Jump off a cliff.
Until I get my hands on the insanity tables in the DMG, which I have, and I don't have it with me today. So that's what we're going with today. Actually, as the party's getting shot at, perhaps this is the best time to end the episode as mysterious arrows fly from the trees into your horses and into your corpses.
corpses.
We'll see you next time on the Dire Wolves Den. This is coming from, if you're on YouTube, we'll be back next week. If you're on Twitch, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. If you are on either, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like the video. If you didn't like it, leave us a comment and tell us why. If you liked it a lot, leave us a comment and tell us why. We'll see you next time with the eternal hands of fate.
Hey.